Hi everyone, it's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, we're going to be making this little holiday notepad, which is the Christmas version of this trick-or-treat notepad that we made in a previous video as an alternative to passing out candy on Halloween. I thought a little notepad would be nice. So be sure you visit my website at InkandInspirations.com so you can see this video. But today, let's go ahead and use our cookie cutter Christmas set, and let's see what we need to start with. I used the same cutting dimensions. This is garden green, cut at 2.5 by 5.5. And since this is our cardstock rather than our designer paper, a little thicker, I went ahead and scored that at 2 3/4 inches. Then I took it and placed it in the Pine Bough Textured Impressions embossing folder, and I lined it up, put the edge of it over here where these little branches will show on the front of the notepad, and then this will go through the big shot without tearing this edge. Your paper is short enough to do that. So I've already done that, and here you can see the really cute embossed image. So I'm going to fold that in half, and that'll be ready. Now for the pages on the inside, I just used copy paper. It's cut at 2 1/4 by 5. I folded that in half, and now we can go ahead and make the notepad. So I'm going to just line that fold up with the fold on the outside that I've scored, and I'm taking my 1/8 inch handheld punch, coming in about 1.5 inches, and I'm going to try to punch on that fold line. Okay, and so then I'm going to turn here and come in from this side and do the same. Okay, now we need to adhere that together. So I'm using some twine from the Baker's Twine Trio in the holiday catalog of Garden Green, Gold, and Cherry Cobbler. On this one, I used the Cherry Cobbler twine. I'm going to try the gold this time. So this is an alternative to using, let's say, staples or something else like that. That might be a little dangerous for kids. You would want them to cut their hands. So I'm just going, this is cut about 15 inches maybe. That's usually what I cut my twine for this kind of project. And then I'm just going to thread that through. Okay, and then we'll give it a tie here on the outside. This Baker's twine is great for holiday projects, holiday cards. We have this one for Christmas. We have a Candy Cane Lane sweet version of red, real red, and then real red metallic with white. It's really pretty. This is a great trio though to use. You can use them together or separately like I've done here. Okay, that's cute, and I like the way that just kind of ravels there at the end and gives a little texture. All right, so that's ready to go. You can use your bone folder to give it a good crease, okay? Let's set that aside and do the stamping. I've got a scrap of crumb cake cardstock here, and I have the little reindeer from Cookie Cutter Christmas, and I'm gonna ink that up, and let's see, it'll be easier on my Stampin' Pierce mat, so let's do that. And I wanna do the antlers going down so that I can punch it easily. And just slide this in and give it a punch. Let's see, I don't want to chop off his jaw. Okay, now we're going to add a little fun here. I'm going to use my Wink of Stella Gold brush pen, glitter brush pen, and just color his antlers, just to give it a little bit of interest and some sparkle. After all, it is the holidays. We want some little sparkle. Then I'm going to get a scrap piece of cherry cobbler. We're going to let this dry. I'm going to give this little reindeer a bow. And so there is a little bow tie stamp in that stamp set. I'm going to use cherry cobbler ink that up, stamp it right here, and then I can take my punch again and just, let me cut this off, make it a lot easier. Slide that in and punch the bow out. Then I'm going to take and use my fine tip glue pen, put a little glue on the back there. I say pen, it's a fine tip glue bottle with a very fine tip end for tiny projects like this. Okay, all right, we're almost finished. Let's get our reindeer and let's use some of our multi-purpose liquid glue. And I'm choosing this. You could use Stampin' Dimensionals, but this glue will help get in those grooves of the texture there and give a better hold. Okay, there's one with gold twine. There's one with red twine. I think these would be really cute for stocking stuffers. If you have any questions, please let me know. Visit my website at inkandinspirations.com for details where you can find the measurements for these projects. Product listing below here if you're on YouTube in the description, and also at inkandinspirations.com. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.